Peace.
So how's it going? How's it going?
Everything's good. Everything's always good. Life is good.
All right.
Everything's good. Family, everybody's healthy. Your health is your true wealth. You know, that's how we draw in these parts over here. But other than that,
Yeah, I'm here to do a job, give you this interview. You know, tell the people who you are. Start by, name.
no doubt, no doubt. Well, my government name is not necessary right now. We'll just go by whatever.
Any name.
My name is Black Ass Bump, aka Blue Mathingi from Cabrini, aka Blacker Than Me, aka Black Than Everybody Else, aka that nigga over there. But at the end of the day, I'm one of the well-known brothers from born and raised on the north side, the near north side, Old Town. And that's where I come from, born and raised. But Uptown made me who I am today. So I'm a true representative of Winthrop and Lawrence. That's the set that I'm from. That's the set I'm a clan, that's my family. I'm part of that community, whether it's through the aldermans or the store owners or the street dealers or the merchants and all the restaurants. Everybody know me. So let me see. My reputation precedes me. Like I'm one of those cats that my name ring bells in all type of circles. I'm known as an all city nigga. Like I went everywhere. I had no, I would go to I didn't look at it like gangs or I couldn't go over there because that was their turf.
Right.
I went there because I wanted to, and because I felt like I didn't do anything to anyone over here. So why would they have a problem with me? That's how I draw.
Sounds very logical.
No, I don't live in fear or live in trepidation because I don't do those things to warrant those type of ways and actions. So at the end of the day, like I said, I attended Franklin Fine Arts Center in Old Town on Evergreen, 226 West Evergreen, and Old Town, and that's where I started. Got into the arts, got into graffiti, got into hip hop.
Okay.
Breakdance.
Culture.
The culture, with the graph art, with the breaking and the DJing and the MCing. I got all that. All that is embedded in my DNA. That is what I am. That is who I've become. I've become this professor, so to speak. In a lot of circles, they call me the Chocolate Pro. But, that's neither here nor there because it's not what they call you. It's about what you answer to. And most people call me and they refer to me as that dude, that guy. That's that nigga. Man, keep it simple with that dude right there. But he famo. Like, I take care of people. I keep the party going. I'm not a hater. It's not a hate bone in my body. If I say something about you, it's just a generally speaking. It's not like I'm judging you because I don't probably know you, but the way you're acting, I have to assume certain things because a wise Because a wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play a wise man. So you have to just govern yourself in a way that's respectful and honorable. Like for me, I do everything on an honor system. My word is my bond. I'd rather die than lie to anyone. I fear nobody. What is fear? I don't know. You tell me what fear is. I'll listen, but that, that's something that I don't exude in my ways and actions because I'm brave. I'm knowledgeable. I'm kind. I help people.
Okay. So you got any business ventures?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Aspirations,
Well, I'm a young entrepreneur in the making. I just officially started my own LLC. It's called Melanated Landscaping and Snow Removal LLC, and that's one of my first business ventures. And I also have a Melanated Entertainment LLC, and that's the second branch of my brand that I'm building. Because I believe in horticulture. I believe in living in a good community. If the community is clean and beautiful, maybe when children walk outside and see how nice their neighborhood looks, maybe they'll feel good about themselves and maybe not want to destroy themselves because all they see is the downtrodden and the negativity and the bad energy that's exuded in most communities that look like you or I, very melanated people, because I don't like to use the word black because black is a derogatory slave term and it means you're lesser than, and that means you're not a citizen, and citizen also means you're lesser than and you're a slave. So we all need to know our status, know who we are as individuals and human beings. Me, myself, I'm what I call a foundational American. That meaning my people are indigenous. I can trace my family back on my mother's side 4 generations, and they were all, if this was biblical times, I guess they would be called the tribe of Gad, so with that being said, I'm a lot of things, but one thing I'm not fake. I'm real. I feel things. I'm intuitive. I'm an Aries, so I'm artistic.
So you believe in astrology? Okay.
Okay, I mean, not necessarily. It's a lot of validity to certain signs. It's always the bad part of any sign because it's just part of being human. It's good and bad in everyone. It just depends on how much good you want to exude through your ways of action.
Nice.
Do you want to be a bullshitter and a bad person? You want to rob, kill, and steal, or do you want to build and be vibrant and regal and all the righteous endeavors that you embark on? You're doing it to the best of your ability, and you're not afraid. You're fearless, and that's what we need to propagate with our youth. We need to propagate that they're bosses and they're CEOs and they're not dots and they're not pimps and players and hustlers and all this other shit. Now, I'm not saying there's something wrong with those lifestyles because obviously we have to come from somewhere, and where else can we get money? But what they've been doing, human trafficking never stopped. Slavery never stopped. It's legalized jail, it's the penal system, and then there's also this really, really huge market of human trafficking. Now, as far as what I'm into, like I said, Melanated Entertainment is my production company that consists of a catering business because we cater all events. We throw concerts, we throw parties, we throw pop-ups. Like if different brands say Louis Vuitton want to do a pop-up, or I shouldn't have said their name. I really have no legal bearing saying their name, but if any formal label, fashion or otherwise, if they wanted their marketing propagated in a certain manner, they would hire me to do these things. Now, I've worked exclusively and extensively in the music business for over 15 years, where I did marketing and promotion for them. I didn't know then that I should have coined, guerrilla marketing or coined certain aspects of, with the poster boards and the picket signs and the going to the mom and pop stores and sniping. I would snipe the whole Lakeshore Drive. Like you drive straight, you go all the way south as far as Indiana, and all you see is DMX signs or the Locks or the Wu-Tang or any rap label that I would work for because I was freelance. I didn't only just work for Def Jam. I worked for any label that would pay me to market their to promote their artists and their music, and that's what I did. And that was my life, and I loved it.
Okay. Sounds like a very, very intriguing lifestyle.
Yes, indeed. I agree.
True. So you got any lessons that you learned across the way that you would get to like a fellow business person or or like
Well, one thing I've learned being in business is you have to always use logic and you can't use emotion. And a lot of times people say you gotta hire people that your family. Sometimes you can't hire your family. Sometimes your family are lazy and they don't want to work. So you have to you're forced to find other people. And I have that gift where I can pull out whatever I'm trying to get out of any person or persons or people. So I've learned how to manage different entities, different ethnicities, different walks of life. Some rich, some poor, some formerly incarcerated. I'm a community activist. I do a lot of I go to a lot of homeless shelters and pass out care packages, things of that nature. My girlfriend and I, her name is Yvonne Odell, and she's an awesome woman. She's beautiful. She's my best friend. I've known her since like the 3rd grade. We both attended Franklin Fine Arts Center, and she's one of my consultants in my landscaping business. She's actually my horticulturist, and she's my grower. She's my green thumb of my company. So she helps in development of different gardens and different techniques in growing different vegetables and fruit. She's really good at what she does, and that's what I do. I try to surround myself by like-minded people who are positive, who are exuding good energy, who are inspiring. I don't want to be around a person that doesn't inspire me, and I can get inspiration from a baby. There's no age on maturity. There's no age in knowledge or wisdom. It's just how you use that knowledge and wisdom to become some type of lucrative, whether it's monetarily or maybe just prop wise. You just want props, But I learned how to balance people and use what you got. Like my cooking brand, my chef name is Chef Tittyball Jenkins, and basically I'm known as the trap chef because I go in different traps all over the country, and I just walk up and look and see what they got, and I bring my groceries, sit my groceries down, and I look in the kitchen and see what I gotta do, where this at, where that at, and I just get it cracking, and no pun intended, but I get my, I show my culinary skills by showing up in anyone's kitchen and performing at a high level, and the food's gonna be good. It's definitely gonna be good, and it's gonna look good, it's gonna taste good. The presentation is gonna be good because my energy is good, because I love to cook and show my art through cooking, and my heart. I mastered so many. Like I said, I've had so many jobs in my day, and I don't regret any of them. The only regret in life that I have is I regret giving away my comic book collection. I had a very extensive Marvel comic collection. I had probably 4 copies of every comic book. I can't even explain how extensive my collection was. But I thought I was gonna die. Long story short, I gave it away, and I regret that. But at the end of the day, I'm a historian when it comes to Marvel. I know the original universes. I know who went where, whose father was what, who was the first. Shit, I remember the first gay Marvel character. I remember the first black Marvel character. I remember the first woman Marvel character. I've experienced so many things, and it broadened my vocabulary and helped me learn how to speak and orate. It helped me.
Communication is key.
Definitely, I agree. It helped me in my writing because I'm a writer as well. I wrote a story about my neighborhood from my perspective, and I'm gonna put that book out soon. And it's just a lot of shit that I gotta get done. A lot of shit.
You gonna have merch coming? You got merch?
Well, no, I don't. I do. I sell high-end accessories.
Okay.
And I do sell couture, or I have a.
Where can people find you then?
Well, the thing is, it's word of mouth, and I only deal with personal clientele. I don't really give out my personal information over the web because, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I just don't like certain people all in my Kool-Aid, not knowing the flavor. You know, so those that know how to get up with me, they get up with me. And if you need to get up with me, you would get up with me. You know, you would make it happen. And it's not that hard. If that's truly what you seek, is to get some of this fresh shit that I'm dishing out, some of this culture that I share. With, I have, whatever the young ladies into, the young men are into, from Chrome Heart to Gucci. I have it all, and I'll just leave it at that. Jordans, Air Jordans, Air Force Ones, those very harsh looking European sneakers that they have, Basiolagos and all that bullshit. I sell that stuff as well. I may not wear it. See, I'm what they call, I'm old school, so I'm more of like now I have on like some khakis, some Clarks Desert Trek low cut boots, and with a polo cap. I just keep it simple. Have my Gucci frames. Fresh to death, b-boy. I'm actually a cross between a b-boy and a d-boy. I'm like a blend of both, because I still have my d-boyish ways and my d-boyish way of dress. Okay. I dress like how I dressed back in the early 80s, in the late 80s, and the early 90s, when hip-hop was prominent. It dominated every aspect of life, and we just did our thing, and we didn't have a problem with expressing ourselves through the culture, meaning through art, through music, through food, through just any forms of entertainment. We were on that shit.
So who's your top 5 MCs of all time?
Oh wow, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I put you on the spot there.
Yeah, you really did, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out. I'm gonna say Cool G Rap, number 1. I'm gonna say 2, KRS-One. 3, I'm gonna say, let me see who's 3. Let me see. I'm gonna say 3, okay, Cool G Rap 1, KRS 2. Who else changed the game? I'm gonna say Nas 3. I'm gonna say 4 will be the GZA from Wu-Tang. 5 will be, let me see.
Who making it on the back end?
No, I'm gonna give you my 5th one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Sean Price. God bless the dead. I'm gonna say those are my top 5. Cool G Rap, KRS-One, Nas, GZA, and Sean P. And I'm gonna roll like that. And I mean, LL is a GOAT. He's in the lane by himself, just like a lot of other MCs are. But you asked me, and I told you.
The top 5, yeah, it's hard. So hard. What about the producers? I'm gonna need the producers too. Top 5.
Top 5 producers. My number 1 producer is Diamond D. Diamond D is my man. I'm his number 1 fan. Number 1, he knows it. We don't kick it, no homo. I give him his props, and I keep it moving. I bought all his albums. I have 4 copies of all his albums, on vinyl, rather. I have an extensive vinyl collection as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead. Diamond D, DJ Premier.
Okay.
Let's see. Large Professor. 4, Jay Dilla. And 5, shit. I'm gonna say, I'll say Knife Wonder. Fuck it. I already said Jay Dilla. Knife Wonder's kind of like, they're all kind of the same.
Yeah, same
umbrella.
The umbrella, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are my top. Diamond D definitely is my top producer all time. Hands down.
All right. I like that type 5. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you got any closing thoughts you want to get of people? You feel me?
I want people to
Like really like a message or
I'm
something.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say a few words and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. First of all, I love all people. I could care less what you do in your bedroom. It's your personal business. Just leave me out of it. But at the end of the day, I think it's wrong that people feel it's necessary to talk to someone else's child about sex and about life and how life goes. I feel that's a parent's job, and I feel like the powers that be need to allow parents to parent their children and stop giving them phone numbers to police the parents who are just trying to reprimand their children. Just because they disagree with their certain lifestyle doesn't mean they don't love them as a parent. You can't force something that is so unnatural. That is the proof that certain alternative lifestyles is a learned behavior, because I was born heterosexual. When I saw a girl, I got aroused. I saw a girl, I wanted to kiss her. When I saw a girl, I wanted to hang out with her and be her friend and give her things and make her smile. I was a young gentleman at the time, and now I'm the same fella, but at the end of the day, I stay in my lane. I help children. You know, I don't see anyone from the Letter Squad community that support child advocates. You know, they don't support protection of children. I asked certain Letter Squad members, if you saw a pedophile with a child, what would you do? They could never answer the question. And why can't we protect our children? What's wrong with protecting children? Something's wrong with that. And so I'm trying to change that. I'm going to change how people see men, women, and children. We're going to bring being straight back, being straight and prideful back, and being proud, black, and straight. You know, that's what I'm going to bring back. Melanated and straight. You know, we're not, you know, an inferior group, because if I mate with any woman, the baby would be what I am. And I am a highly melanated being. And that's what I do, and that's what I always do. I win. I'm a winner. I'm a go-getter.
Facts.
You know, I'm a builder. You know, I build a house of tomorrow with bricks from today. That's what I
Alchemy.
do. Pure alchemy. I just pull it out my ass and make it so. And that's what we're good at, you know. So we have to embrace that and understand what chakras are, and learn how to channel our inner chi and just build a beautiful world as we know it on this particular plane, because, you know, who knows what's out there? Who knows what life has to offer other than this plane? You know, we don't know. You know, no one's died and came back and said, hey man, this is how it happens when it dies, you know. So we don't have a blueprint. So what I do is I live organically. I feel my way through life. I love life. Nothing can stop me. No one can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I am who I am, and I will always be who I am. And my name is Mr. Bogus, Mr. Blue, Bunk, whatever you want to call me, and that's it. Peace. Motherfuckers in Chicago history. Ain't nobody better than black ass Bunk, Killer Black, Blue Mathingy from Cabrini. Ain't nobody on my level like that. Nobody. Nobody get down. I'm from Lawrence and Winthrop. And I'm from the Greens. I was born in the Greens. Well, Old Town, really. I'm gonna be honest. More Old Town.
That's still right there.
But it's the same area. When they threw the parties, I threw the parties for the whole projects. They come to my crib on Wheeling, we kick it. Nobody doing no shit like that. They couldn't bring opposite gangs to somebody's crib. There's peace. You ain't finna tell my mama and them crib up, motherfucker. You finna listen to this music, dance and kick it with some of these girls. Telling you, bro, you a legacy. You come from a legacy, Ashanti. Your legacy is almost fulfilled. All you gotta do is get this money. We finna get this money, bro.